Hello, how are you? And welcome, guys. It's me, John, aka Old Man Sudor. And this is just a quick video, really, just to tell you what my plans are for Football Manager 18. And the background, you'll sort of see why it's those colours, and that in a little while, because there will be a nice little video soon. I mean, let's talk about Football Manager 18. So it comes out on November the 10th. Probably end of October, the beta will start. As I've said before in some previous videos, I am going on holiday at beginning of November, or end of October. October 30th I fly out exactly to Las Vegas. And hopefully it'll come out slightly before that, like the 27th. I can get a couple of videos done, schedule them, and you guys won't even notice that I'm not in the country. But forewarning, just in case. Anyway, what am I hoping to get from Football Manager 18? Well, there's rumours about a dynamic engine, so maybe that's something we should all hope for. Or a new 3D engine, I should say. It's not a dynamic engine, a new 3D engine. That would be pretty cool. Whether I would use it, I don't know. I'd have to see what it's like. I mean, I show my 3D, I show the goals in 3D. Whether I show the whole match in 3D, I just don't know. It depends on what it was like. It depends on how it ran. It depends on the stream and stuff like that. Or the recording, sorry. And what's some of the other things? I've heard rumours about dynamic faces for the regens and stuff like that. I mean, my big thing is I'd like them to make the training a lot more interactive and a lot more simpler to understand. Not just a set it up and walk away sort of thing, or you set it up for a couple of weeks and then you change it over to teamwork, or you change it over to whatever you fancy, basically. I'd rather you got a bit more involved in that side of it, but they made it more easier to understand as well, because I feel that is one of the biggest problems they have. What else do I hope for? I won't lie, I would really like it if we could have women's leagues, like the English Women's League and that, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Miles and that SI people have already said that won't happen, so that's just the thing for me. I think it'd be a nice, great little something a bit different in the game, personally, and I think it's about time it was in there, but it most likely won't be. Is there anything else? There's not really. I mean, I think the problem with me is I think Football Manager has got to a point where, as long as they improve things like the decision making and stop stupid little things like stupid little goals and stuff like that, that really, aren't part of the real game, I don't think there's much more really they can do. At the end of the day, do we really play it for graphics or anything like that? Maybe some of the younger guys do, I don't know. I personally don't. I play it because I enjoy setting up the tactics and the story that I unfold as I go through seasons. So that's me personally. But anyway, yeah, we'll wait and see. There's a video coming out tomorrow. I think it's meant to be coming out, because I'm recording this on Thursday, the 28th of 28th of September. So I think the video is meant to be scheduled to be coming out tomorrow, 29th of which is like a features video. We'll wait and see. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that at the moment. Let's go on to what I will be doing through Football Manager 18. My first save is going to be Bournemouth. The title of it is Cherries on Top. Bournemouth are nicknamed the Cherries. It will be a short save up to about Christmas, so about 2 months long. Just to learn a bit about the game, see what the new features are, have a little bit of a play around with it, and just have some fun. Also, you can see how well we can do with Bournemouth, see if we can start making them win the Premiership, see if we can get into Europe, see how well we can do in Europe. And so that's my start. I've got a little video I'm going to show you just now, which is going to be the intro video. Hopefully you guys like it. It'd be great to hear from you, whether you do or not. And every time I try talking to people, I start getting little itches. It'd be great to see what you guys think. So watch that, and then we'll come back and I'll tell you about the rest of my plans. Right, well, hopefully you guys think that's a pretty good little video. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm trying new things, learning new things all the time, so I'm trying to really improve on it. So yeah, that's going to go up to Christmas, sort of maybe stop a week or so before Christmas, and then I'll have Christmas off, enjoy the family like everyone else. You know, eat too much, drink too much, blah blah blah. Back in the new year, we'll start our main save of the year, or one of our main saves of the year, and that's going to be a European journeyman. Very similar to the likes of what Viking Dan and Loki Doki and Dr. Benji have done this past FM17 or Manage 17. I'm going to make a few rules though. I'm thinking of a couple more as I go along, but at the moment, whatever country I go to, I'm only allowed to manage one team in that country. So, for instance, say I go to Italy and I take over Parma in Serie B for 3 seasons. I can't then go off to Spain and then come back to Italy and do the Juventus. You know, once I've done Italy, that's it. It's done. So basically, if I go to, I don't know, who can I say? I go and say, let's say I go and do, I don't know, Crawley Town or something like that in whatever league they are, League 2 or whatever it is. I can't then go off and be Man U in the Premiership. You know, same sort of thing. Basically, so yeah, well, it doesn't matter what league of that country I'm in. Once I've been in that country, I can't go back to it. My second stipulation will be that whatever country I'm in, I'm only allowed to sign players from that nationality. So if I'm in Spain, if I'm, say, Valencia, I can only sign Spanish players. If I'm with Marseille, I can only sign French players. If I'm with Molde in Norway, I can only sign Norwegian players. Probably be quite easy to start off with. Later on down the line, it's going to be, I think, quite difficult, especially when you get into the high reach clubs who have got European and all that sort of stuff. When I go to a club, if they've got foreign players, I'm not going to go around and sell all the players or anything like that. That's fine. They are already in there. Same as with the youth intakes and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to bother with that. But literally, I personally can only sign players from that same nation. It's going to be a challenge, but I think it'll be something quite interesting. So, in a way, it's a bit of a building a nation as well, I guess, as a European journeyman. I'm thinking of a couple of other more stipulations as well to make it a bit more interesting, make it a bit more difficult, a bit more different, I guess, as well. I do like the stories of clubs. So any clubs we go to, we are going to look into the background. We're going to see if there's anything interesting in their history. The reason I picked Coventry was because of all the turmoil they've had over the last few years. And I find that quite interesting. And because I'm an old bugger, I remember when they were a really good top Premiership, well, not a really good top Premiership side, but they were a Premiership side. They were, Coventry were a team you remembered in top flight for many years, especially many of my younger years. So that's the whole reason I picked Coventry. So that's going to be my say from January, probably, I don't know when, till maybe sort of May time or something like that. We'll just see how it goes and see how we feel. It doesn't matter if we get sacked by someone or anything like that. We'll basically go until we feel like that series has ran its course. The other series I want to do is going to be a sort of rise to the top, or whatever you want to call it, but using what they call Phoenix clubs. So for anyone who doesn't know what a Phoenix club is a formation of a new club after a club has dissolved. A great example of this would be Darlington, 1883. They might be called Darlington FC now, but they're quite a well-known one. Hereford are a very well-known one. Wimbledon as well are a very well-known one. I don't personally count MK Dons as a Phoenix club myself. Some people will, but they were just a club that relocated. AFC Wimbledon were a club that was started up because Wimbledon dissolved, basically, and that's the whole point. So it's taking clubs, and there's some. You would be surprised how many clubs around England there is that have this has happened to. There's Merry Tifel, Stalebridge, Celtic. Again, for anyone who's a bit old like me, who remembers back in the old Championship Manager days, some of these teams were teams that you would pick in the conference to play as. But we'll look through which teams there was at the time. there's also European teams that have been in the exact same position from the likes of Russia and Poland and some other countries as well. I was really looking into it. And again, I just feel it's a really interesting story and it could be something a bit different. So that's my three main saves. Depending on how things will go, I might then towards the end pick up another little save and do something like, say, a Blackburn or something like that. Very similar to what I've done with the Coventry, of a team sort of in the maybe first or second division of League 1 or 2, and who have fallen on hard times. So they got like Blackburn or Bolton, Charlton, something like that. I'm hopefully going to do a few some experiments through the year as well. Maybe see like to predict who's going to win the league, or predict a certain player's career, or whatever we fancy. I'm going to try and think of a few sort of interesting ones to do there. Might do one of 50 years in the future or something like that. So let me guys. Hopefully, guys, you will like those ideas. Let me know what you think. It'd be really interesting to know. As I said, I've pretty much got the whole of FM18 planned, so I'm going to be around for at least until FM19, pretty much. So hopefully, you'll enjoy my content. I don't know what else really to say. I'm trying some new production things, as you can see, so hopefully you've been enjoying some of them. You're enjoying the round cam that we've got here, and I'm trying to do like highlight packages and that sort of stuff, and I'm playing around with a few bits, so hopefully you're enjoying them. And is there anything else really to say? I don't know if there is. Oh, last thing before I forget, I want to say a big thank you to absolutely everyone. I've hit 50 subscribers on YouTube, and to some people that will seem like a really sort of low amount, and why am I being really thankful and banging on about it? To me, it's absolutely huge. I've been going for about a month and a half now, 2 months, and to hit that number, I didn't even expect one person to watch my stuff really, let alone have 50 people subscribe to my channel and that. So I've got a lot of people I should thank, and I'm probably going to not be able to thank everyone, but I've got to thank the likes of Luojo and Loki Doki for some of the advice they gave me when I went and met them, and just in general when I spoke to them online or DM'd them or whatever. I've got to thank the likes of Food FM and Knock It Wide, Anger FM, Bad Jokes FM, Captain Goodspeed. Who else is there? There's so many I can't remember. Jack the Badger, who's an FM streamer who's fantastic. Who else? Daz FM as well, another new YouTuber who I've been talking to and bounced off ideas off and that. Rich on Twitch, he gave me some great advice when I was speaking to him at the content creators stuff and that. And I'm sure there's probably Just Mike Plays, the very first guy to subscribe to me, pretty much, or apart from people I actually know. So and there would be probably loads more people that I really should thank, and Cautious Paul is another one actually. And I'm probably forgetting people's names, and I do apologise if I haven't said your name, but it really means a lot to me, all these guys. And a lot of these guys, even over the space of a couple of weeks, I've now regard as friends, and I feel like if I had an issue, or if I had a problem, or if I was unsure about something to do with Football Manager and the content creating, I could message any one of these people I've mentioned, or probably anyone else I haven't mentioned who I might remember as soon as I press stop recording this, and they would try and help me as best they possibly could. And I honestly believe that, and I hope they feel the same way about me, that I would be there to help them if they absolutely needed it. So yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, this video is going to go waffling on if I'm not careful. So again, a big thank you to them. A big thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos as well. Honestly, it really means so much to me. I will see you back for another episode of Reclaiming Coventry, and then I will see you in Football Manager 18. So bye for now, guys.